Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How is everyone? How are you?
I'm good. I'm a bit stressed.
Why?
Just, domestic. So
Sorry, everyone. Chalk and I have not spoken prior to this moment for a while, so I'm not sure. I'm learning as much as you are. I don't know about the stress factor.
No,
So
I
please
don't
elaborate.
to do with anything, but no, just domestic stuff. No,
Oh,
nothing.
what's
Nothing.
Mr. Chalk done?
No, he's
Is
done
he still
nothing.
Mr. Is he still
That's
the
none of
current
his
Mr.
fault.
Chalk?
No,
You haven't
Mr. Chalk. No. He's still the current Mr. Chalk. No. My domestic stuff is just about visitors coming tomorrow, and the house is an
Are you
absolute.
getting abused?
Sorry?
Are you getting abused? You can say quietly on here.
Yeah, no, I don't have a secret.
Saying it's the domestic stuff. So, have you got a problem there?
No, I just
Do we
wish.
need to call? Do we need to call for help?
No, we're okay. We're okay. But it's okay because today I'm in my magical room.
Yeah.
And in the real one, that's a lovely roaring fire, and there's things going on outside the window. I just thought I'd put my magical room on today to help me. I'm hoping somebody will come along with a wand and have a magical spell in my house, and it will all suddenly fall into place. So I honestly cannot stay on long today because I am literally going to be up till midnight just tidying and cleaning as it is. Anyway, how are you, Keith the Crypto Farmer? Where are you going? Where are you going?
Well, if you're saying it like you don't want to be around for long.
No, I would love to literally sit and do nothing else but talk all day because that's my favorite thing to do.
Hi, Whale Miner.
Hello, Whale Miner.
And Seifu Dad.
Seifu Dad, what do you think of the Yomp token Brian showing across to us now?
I'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
Let's go to the next one. What do we got? Welcome to
Yomp. What do you think about Brian's? So it's the same message. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we'll go to that in a minute.
Hey, Gino. Hi, Chalk.
Yeah, we're good. Gino actually rang me today.
Oh, thank God!
He followed
I didn't know
through.
what was going on.
I know he followed through. He called me.
Well, that's good to know. I'm glad.
Gino's had obviously a lot of, well, not obviously, like he's had a lot of things going on. So
Oh. Well, I hope those things are turn good or better if they're not.
Yeah,
good.
Well, that's obviously when I say that it's things that aren't so good, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Chin up.
Good. Yeah, absolutely. We've all got shit going on, Gino.
Everyone goes through their struggles, and sometimes it's more than other times, and some people more than other people, and all of that. We get it. We know.
Do you know what I always think when it comes to, because I think we all do go through stuff, and I'm not saying that my stuff's any worse or better than others, but I go through stuff as well. But I often I know when I'm going through this stuff that it's a point. Yes, thank you. It's story time. I always just think that it's a point in time. It's a point in history, and history it will be when I look back in, I don't know, a few weeks or a few months or a few years and think, God, that was a tough time, but I got through it. So that's the way I look at it, Gino. I'm sure that doesn't help, but
I figured out how to do the music.
Yeah, it's good. It was very appropriate.
I was waiting for that moment for you to go into a story and stuff.
I hope we don't get copyrighted because of that music. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's on StreamYard. But your intro music now on the 9-minute thing, that copyright's on mine now.
Well, I don't know how, because it's YouTube's own.
Yeah, I know.
And you can use it freely.
Yeah.
It's not copyrighted on mine, so I don't get that.
Yeah, so you're clear and I'm not now. I was clear before and you're not.
Oh. Well, when you get monetized, we'll have to have a rethink.
When? Oh, look, Keith the Crypto Farmer here. That's good. Hello, Keith. thank you for joining us. It's
Oh,
awesome.
he's always here, isn't he? Always.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him taking control. He's a good
Yeah,
bloke,
no, that's
actually.
good.
He's a good bloke.
Yeah, no, we're okay, Sophie, Dad.
Yeah, we're okay. Should be the violin, mate.
I
Yeah.
know. I've got the violin music on my phone. I did that the other day, but this is just the I need to upload a tune to this StreamYard so I can use it.
But I could play my own violin because we have several in the house, and I used to play the violin. So maybe I'll get my violin for the next time, and I can serenade myself when I'm telling you a story.
Well,
that's what we'll do.
Back to Yomp. Now, we're not going to go into depth, okay? So everyone, please be assured, we're not going to go into depth. I don't care. We're staying at arm's length.
We've been asked for our opinion, so we're not fudding. We're giving our opinion.
We'll put out an opinion, and that's where it stops, right? My opinion. Oh, that was a finger in the face. Thanks.
Yeah, I was trying to get myself unblurred. Oh, sorry, everybody, if you're getting you in the eye. Sorry.
You're doing mummy stuff to me. Like, what are you doing? It's like,
oh my god.
I'm licking hand. That's mummy stuff.
No, poking you in the eye is daddy stuff. Oh dear.
Seriously, when it comes to those plays, just consider it as a play. I don't know what else you could call it. All it is just what gets me is all of these. There's a way. You know, when they break down words into a word, you know, like Yomp is a acronym.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone, for having little mind blanks. That's what happens. But fine. I've been thinking of that word, and then I forget it. Whenever I see a protocol use lots of acronyms, it always puts up red flags to me. This is just my personal feeling. It always seems like they're almost like trying too hard to make it like a selling point and some sort of hypey thing. And I just don't get involved in acronym stuff. I personally just find acronyms are just a marketing ploy to try and attract people to do things that they, which is advantageous to the person that's creating the acronyms. So, you know, there seems to be a pattern with acronyms, and there's no stopping of acronyms, and it's just, I just find that one there really quite unbelievable. You know, why can't you just have normal words to represent what something is? Why do you have to turn everything into an acronym that makes it sound all bullish and tough and hoo-ha when it's just a smart contract that taxes you something and you sell, and hopefully you buy it and you sell it, and hopefully you make a profit. That's essentially all they are. Like all these acronyms for stuff, and I don't know. What's your opinion, Chalk?
Well, I agree completely, and I stopped covering Seifu Go when we started getting the acronyms. It wasn't because of the acronyms. It was because of other stuff that was going on at the time. But the acronyms did my head in because they got ridiculous. Okay, if you want an acronym because it makes sense. But I think you're right. What happens is people do it the wrong way around. They think, oh, I like that word, Yomp, for an example. Let's make it mean something. And actually, the only way an acronym really, really works is if you come up with the idea in the first place and you suddenly say, oh, that makes an acronym. Let's use that acronym. And then it works because it's the natural progression from an idea, a principle, through to an acronym. But I think what's happening here, what's happened with Seifu Go is I agree. I think acronyms are used for cleverness, to give a marketing aspect. But at the end of the day, principles and tokenomics, I feel, are being forced into an acronym. and I'm not a fan at all. And so I agree with you completely on that, Keith. And just in general, here we are, version 3. It's funny. I'm still banned from Seifu Go Discord or Yomp Discord or whatever it is. But of course, I'm in there under a different name, and it's quite fun because I can FUD to my heart's content, and nobody has a clue who it is. I don't mean FUD. I mean be critical, actually, and I have been critical. What amazes me is the PR stance of version 1 and 2 that the AI was too complicated for this world. And it almost like, I'm so clever, I've been thinking 50 years ahead, but the world isn't ready. Those are my words, not Brian's. The world is not ready for this AI, this incredible AI that I think, and that's why it failed. No, it failed because it was shit. Sorry. It was a rubbish idea. And all of the no. Okay, that's being disingenuous, perhaps. It failed because it was a bunch of ideas that didn't work. And maybe they were new and maybe they were revolutionary, but I don't want to be a guinea pig. And look how many people have lost thousands of dollars. And of course, we all go into this as mature adults, and nobody is forced into doing this and investing. But those of us that had Seifu kind of felt, certainly I felt, okay, well, let's throw it into Seifu Go, because I don't want to sell my Seifu at the stupid price that it was, ridiculously low. And here we are, I don't have many Seifu Go. I've got one and a bit, I think, or two, I can't remember. But they were worth a lot more than they are now. And
oops.
Oh.
I'm messing around.
That's Keith telling me to stop talking, I think now. But what we have actually are 2 failed launches. And 2 failed launches, whatever anybody says, well, failed for the majority of people, maybe a success for an individual, as we spoke about yesterday. Ergo, ESCO is a failed project. Gone. Another failure. I'm not saying scamming, I'm saying failure. Read into that whatever you like. And we're now on to another project. Is it gonna succeed? Is it gonna fail? I don't know. I've kind of lost all interest, to be honest. I've lost all interest.
So that seems to be that you're taking a new direction.
Well, I lost interest in ESCO, to be honest. I mean, I think what is going to be... Go on.
Yeah. No.
I just think what is going to be interesting with Yomp, which I hate, by the way. I hate the word Yomp. It's vile. I don't know. I just don't like it. Whether it's an acronym that means something or not. What's going to be interesting is the conversion from... Because, the talk of the town in Discord is, of course, ESCO holders are going to be so well looked after with bonuses and all of this. We still have no details of what that's going to look like. And certainly if somebody bought an ESCO at $800 or $1,000, I don't think anything that happens in Yomp is going to compensate them for that. Do you? I don't know. I know we're due another announcement any minute. So maybe... things will be clarified any minute, but I don't know. Right, I'm going to stop talking now. I talked a lot then, didn't I? Sorry. All right.
It's just good to give you the floor.
And again, I just want to be clear. That's not me fudding or criticising.
We're allowed to have a conversation and you're allowed to have your opinion.
I know, but you know what? There's so many people that will screenshot what's just been said.
I know.
And use
That's
it
why I'm pulling
different
funny faces and stuff, because people
I know.
do their little stupid shit and it's like, yeah, whatever.
I know. I'm at the end of my tether with that whole piece.
Aren't we all?
Too many people have lost a lot of money. And I think been fed some stuff that we talked about it yesterday, so we don't need to do it anymore.
Wake up, people.
Ellie is asking, what is Yomp? Yomp is the
Oh,
version
don't go
3.
there, Ellie. Save yourself. Go
Yomp
to the
is
Fudders channel. Go into the Seifu Investigations channel and have a look in there, Ellie.
But just briefly, we had Seifu Go
Hi,
version
Leon.
1 that had to be relaunched as Seifu Go version 2, which is now been shelved basically. And version 3, which is actually a brand new token, is being launched called Yomp.
The comments from who, Leon? The comments from me or from Chalk or from the community? Because I'm really not too sure.
Yeah,
hi, Volcamaniac. Thank you very much, mate.
Hey,
Thank you.
Volcamaniac. Cork. So everybody, what do you think to my new background? Do you like it? It's a bit of a magical.
Oh, it's
room.
Lovely. It's wonderful.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give
Because
you.
I sound like rather patronising there. No, it's good.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful. No, you don't.
Stacey was asking me about doing that for here, but later in the week, I think Friday and Saturday, I lose this room.
That's like more brighter,
Candy Fairyland sort of setting thing. Like,
well,
I don't know, it's kind of weird.
It's my Italian garden.
Yeah, it's Italian. Yeah,
that's what it is.
But so I'm probably going to have to do it from my bedroom, and so I'll probably want to screen up because, like,
well, I can send you if you want to static.
I don't mind inviting everyone into my bedroom, but come on, seriously, like it looks like this room, but it's just up the other end of the shed.
I'll tell you what, I will make you. What would you like in your background? Obviously, if we're on here, it can't be animated. It can just be a static one like this. But tell me what you'd like, and I'll make you a special customized teeth one.
I tried to make a static one, but I think it must be too powerful or whatever because it keeps seizing up my computer when we're multi-live streaming. When I'm by myself, it works. But
I'll do you one. Tell me what you want, and I'll do it.
Well, you ask the people what they want.
Okay, guys, what should Keith have as his background?
Yeah, I know you're saying you see different comments. Is that from us or from the community?
So Leon, what it is if you're in Keith's Discord, YouTube, people will comment there. And then if you're in mine, people comment there, but you don't see all of them. We do. They're all collected together for us, so we can bring them up. So you might well
see the actual written comments. Yes,
I think so.
Yes,
so you may well.
Now that makes perfect sense. Yes.
Yeah, you may well.
Depends on what YouTube you're on to what you get to see yourself.
So we get a culmination of it all. But if you're on, for example, my Discord, if somebody writes in, I keep saying Discord. If you're in my YouTube and somebody writes something on Keith, you won't see it, but we do.
But how did you go with the price going like that? Well, Miner.
Oh God, it went down to 28.
You could always day trade some calf.
Oh, it's going down again. Oh, we're down a massive pump from 23 up to about 36, and now it's falling down again. That would have been a good spot to get in.
What does the community think about me changing the taxes on calf to really lower it down? It's only 3% now, but lowering it down and seeing if I could persuade some front run bots to do some stuff. So then I can do some bot fighting that I used to do on the old calf token, and get some artificial volume in there with the bot fighting and create some, like if I had a 1% tax, which all goes to LP, and just sort of stimulated it like that for a little bit. What do you guys think about me doing something like that? Because calf token's really stagnant. It will, no matter what, when you're bot fighting, it will always create a little bit of negative pressure. It costs me a little bit of money to do it. Like as much as you win against bots, by the time you pay for gas and stuff, you end up still compromising just a little bit, and it takes a tiny little bit off the underlying price, but it means we get so much more volume. Like it's quite easy when you got bots going on and other people don't trade, which is good that you're just free to do your thing. You can get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 worth of volume just like that, without really spending any money. Like you might only spend $100 or something like that when you're using a front run bot to do most of the trades for you. What do you guys think of me just throwing around a stupid idea like that? Like I used to do that in the old calf when I was learning how to fight bots. So just throwing it out there, seeing what I catch. Well done,
no,
One
I mean,
Miner. Good job.
Oh my God, Well Miner, well done.
I'm all for
Well
you.
Miner, obviously you've got quite a bit of Safe You Go held there. Then what? Or maybe he just buys in and
Well,
maybe
don't
not.
go
Maybe
into
he doesn't
details
hold
about
it.
how and what and when and
No.
that.
I was going to ask if he has any thoughts about Yomp. Whether he feels positive or negative.
I think he loves it.
I think he loves
Well
it too.
Miner's done. I just can't wait. I can't wait. I really want Yomp.
Just to add, and we're not talking about Yomp as such, but you were talking about taxes there.
I'll tell you something about that in a minute, Ellie.
Well, the tax of Yomp is 12.5%, and that it makes me even more just not interested in it. Anyway, Vulcan Maniac.
When you say you like the sound of it, does that mean you just want to sell out your bags on me? If I just lower the tax.
I mean, I like the idea of a bit of activity.
Or you like the idea of me just creating some volume?
We like the idea of a bit of volume, I think.
Yeah. It looks funny on a chart because you get these big greens, big reds, and you get this great big chart that does this, and but it creates a lot of volume. So, and the underlying thing is all about volume, and it's very easy when you do that to get a lot of volume, but it won't get quite so much now because the price is low, so it doesn't take so much to trigger a front run bot because it's all mainly to do with the amount of tokens, not so much the dollar value. So there probably isn't a huge amount. I'm sure I could still get a lot of volume, but it's just little things you can do just to mess around and without just sort of, and if we can feed those taxes back into the protocol, well then why not? That's what I was sort of thinking, especially being such a dormant sort of market at the moment. It's just like bugger it, why not just do it? Because with some help of some others that knew how to run strategies with front run bots, I was able to, if you look at the old calf, you'll see certain days where there's heaps of trades that are all the same sort of value, and then you see the bot come in with a 6,000 calf buy, and then you do your trades around that, and then you make it do it sell, and you see that it loses $2 or whatever, but in that time it's traded $1,000 worth of volume through your token, and it's just amazing how much volume you can get. Some days, just with half an hour of messing around on the computer, I could get $40,000 worth of volume, and it cost me $50 or something like that in cost. But the benefit of that is obviously you get a massive amount of volume, and if I can do that with a 1% tax or something like that and put it into LP, well, what's the harm? Why not? Just do it. And if someone chooses to sell out because I lower the tax from 3% to 1%, no, well, so what? They obviously don't want to be here for the ride. I can't help that part of it.
Yeah. I'm
sure that if any of you guys are invested and choose to stick around and like the story and feel like it's a project for you, then it shouldn't affect you at all. I would imagine you're like Leon saying, give it a shot, why not? Because I know that I can do it and it works. But it's more like a shits and giggles type thing, but the reward is we get volume. But if I can get a 1% tax or something like that, it helps to bolster into LP and helps our token by doing this messing around, So if you see something radical happen, you'll know what it is, all right? It's me messing around.
So sorry, I was just looking at the ESCO chart, thinking, what the heck has happened? There's been an announcement by Brian. Basically, he's just killed ESCO, said there will not be any direct swap between ESCO and Yomp. No point in holding ESCO anymore.
Aren't the people in the community so sick of being fed
What an
bait? Like,
absolute.
Whale Miner, well done for making 80,
Yeah.
800. Like, well done. Like, fill your boots, mate. Fucking good on you. Like, beautiful. I love it. You know, that someone in our space has made $1. Bloody brilliant, mate. I'm all for you. Right? But the token as a rule, I'm going to make a little bit of an announcement here, which I'm sort of flying a little bit off the cuff, but this is actually what's happening right now. Is that Calf token, I did set up an LP pool with Grove token on a Binance chain, as Grove requested me to do that because I'm changing to Grove blockchain, right? Because on Grove, because of the refi environment that Calf token is, we get so many more opportunities on Grove than what we do in Brian's network, right? Oh shit. Anyway, I've got to contain myself there. And I was sort of
well done.
I got about $600 or something in there now that I've obviously, put in myself, because I killed these other LP pairs that I had, so I could get the money to, put something into the Grove LP pair. But what I'm thinking is that I just sent them a message to ask them about migrating Calf to Grove as a whole entity and just move the whole thing across there and just be done with it. Because there's so many advantages to being on the Grove blockchain to where we are now. Like this, the toxicity that's going on, the message that you just read out there, all of this sort of stuff just seals the deal. And I'm going to show something else with you guys in a short while, that's within our immediate community that has just given me the shits to the degree where I've just had enough. And I'm sure you guys will agree with me that it's the best bloody move we could ever do. And besides, on top of that, what have we got to lose? Where we get marketing support, we get tech support, we get so many more benefits, live streams, things like that. So much more support from Grove than where we are now. Like at the moment with Brian, all you get called is a scam and rugs and all this other shit thrown at it in our face. And there's no thanks, there's no helping you, there's no nothing. And it's such a toxic environment. And I'll show you how toxic it is in a moment. And it just drives me to the point where I know you can play violin music if you like, but I've just had a guts full. I'm just sick of it. And, like I've been dealing with this shit for many months now. Like I've tried to help with Vulcan, with launching Calf, One, Zoin, whatever. I've tried my best to incorporate projects to launch onto Vulcan, and all I get is a kick in the guts from the Vulcan community. Now, you'll know what I mean by the Vulcan community when I show you a presentation in a minute, because there's just no thanks. And if you're in the in crowd, which Calf token is not, because BL's made that very clear that we're on the outside, we just aren't in this, like what I call the purple circle, like in the group of friends, like which are under the umbrella of Brian. And so because of that, the FUD attacks and shit that comes on us is just unbelievable. And it just gives me the shits. And so I've just had a guts full. Hi, Miss Love. Thank you very much. And so shortly I'm about to show you guys what I'm going on about when it comes to the community side of it. Not my Calf community. No, you guys are all wonderful. Thank you so much for joining in and listening and participating and all that sort of stuff. But personally, I've got to get away from this toxic space in which we are have found ourselves being entrapped in, and I'm no longer going to be entrapped. I've had enough of it. I'm sick of it. And I'm sure you guys are just, surely you're sick of all the gameplays and all the crap that's going on, and if you're not, well, enjoy your life playing in that sandpit if that's what you want to do. But for me, no, I've had enough of it. It doesn't suit the cause. It's not what we're here for. Not what I'm here for. I've had my rant.
Yeah. Well.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll
Yeah.
go on further then.
Yeah.
Unbeknown to me, someone joined my Discord 2 days ago, something like that. Go into Cause of the Calves and have a look at the Discord. You'll see. And the name is Taz. Okay. I don't know who Taz is. I have no idea. Whatever. It's beside the point. But this Taz got one of my videos, which is just a farm video, and posted it on Worldwide Token. And then Yamap popped up and timed him out for a week and said some sort of slide comment about myself. He didn't say it directly, but you knew what he was getting at. You know, it was obvious what he was saying.
Yeah.
Right. And so I direct message Yamap. Okay. Now I'm going to show with you guys the direct message with me and Yamap. I don't care about showing you a direct message of this because he has banned me, blocked me. So I don't care. I'm showing this for full transparency. Okay. So you can see this. See what this is. Now, oh, that's right. It's on this page, right? Now, I'm going to go to, I'm not sure how to change pages. How do I change page? Sorry, I've had no rehearsals, so I've got to try and figure this bit out. That's that stuff. I know if I did that, what does that show you on your screen now? That shows us, we're not sharing anything now, are we? Because I killed it. Right, well, I'll try and get the right one. Right, this one here. Sorry. Bear with me a moment. Okay, right, that's this. So that's that one there. Right. This is the last. I'm just going to share screen. Oh, yeah, that's right, because it's on a different thing. I've got to show that. All right. Now, this here, you can see this now, can't you? Yep. Right. Now, after Yamap wrote that, don't worry about this part. I will get to this later. But his comment was alluding that I was being very shady in it. So very shady, question mark, non-professional, question mark. I said, man, go jump, giggler, you know, because he's a giggler. You want to talk like that about a real project, which is about calf. There was no need to be talking like that. Wake up to yourself and grow up, right? That's me being pretty harsh to someone in direct message, right? So, you know, like, it doesn't matter how deep you dig, you won't really find me talking any more direct than that to someone. That's when I start getting pushed, okay? And then I went to write another message and he deleted me, blocked me from his direct messages, okay? And because I wrote it on the phone, it is, no, because it's been deleted, it doesn't show the one that didn't get sent. So I can't show you the message that he didn't receive because it's not there anymore. But then I went into Discord and into Worldwide Token and I said, excuse me, just those 2 words. And then he said, you're excused, and blocked me, banned me from Worldwide Token. And so then I went to Daniel Prado in direct message and I mentioned him, like, what's going on? geez, I haven't shown those pics, have I? Anyway, that's all right. I explained it to Daniel. I showed him what had happened, and I wanted a resolution to it. And Daniel was busy at the time because I didn't realize it, but they were on live stream with Odie last night. And so I found out they were on live stream. So I thought, you're going to love this one, Chalk. I went on to Odie's live stream.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And so after a little bit of, giggles and stuff, I asked Yamat what's going on. And he unloaded on me, right? And come up with all this shit about me having me alt accounts and posting, shilling my project and stuff around the place, right? And it's not me. I have one account, which is Keith Cause for the Calves, that I don't even have an alt account. Like, it's just stupid. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm in the Fudders chat. I'm in different Discords. I'm everywhere, but under my name. I've got nothing to hide. Every word I say, I stand by my words, right? I don't care. I don't go by aliases or alt accounts. So everything that I say is under my name, because I just couldn't give two tosses. Like,
yeah,
because I just don't say things which are intentionally disrespectful or fudding on people. That's why I'm even supporting Daniel Prado. As a CEO, I'm supportive of him. I'm not necessarily saying I'm supportive of his project, but I'm supporting him as a CEO. And so, and that's what my stance is. And that's why I send him direct messages as support as a CEO. I'm not talking about the project. That's a different thing. And I'm staying on the fence on that. It's got nothing to do with me. Because, obviously he needs a lot of things to fall his way for the project to be good, like Vulcan, etc. Like, of course, he's got a lot invested in nodes and stuff like that. And so, there's a lot of water to go under the bridge before he can actually, prove the utility aspect of the token. But that's okay. That he's still allowed to produce a token. And if people choose to invest, that's fine. I'm not saying I will or won't. That's just where I stand. But as a CEO, I support him. And that is in direct messages to Daniel Prado. And anyway, and someone just before we went live showed me a direct message, didn't they? From Yamat.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you. You just showed me a direct message from Yamat to...
Yeah, basically. So I've got to say, I had no idea you'd gone on Odie's show last night. I'm so behind in all of this. And now some of it falls into place.
The things I do at 2:00 in the morning.
I know. I wasn't aware of that. And when you were messaging me earlier, now it makes a bit more sense, because I was thinking, why is he talking about alts so much? Anyway, that makes sense now. So because myself and Keith were in a bit of a conversation this morning, basically what had happened. So I went into Worldwide Token Discord my last night, when I'd seen all of this erupting. And I think very clearly Keith being badmouthed for no reason. And so I said my piece in the Worldwide Token directly to Yamat. I did say I was incredibly disappointed about the comments that have been made. I mean, primarily because it was so unnecessary, but more so because Worldwide Token is so targeted at the moment by others who are attacking them. And then for that team to attack our project, Carve, and Keith directly, I just thought it was complete double standards. So I said my bit. And then when I woke up this morning, I saw that Yamat had addressed my comments in Worldwide Token, and he'd more or less said, okay, you've got a point, let's all just move on. I relayed that back to Keith, because there was then an invite back to Keith for the Worldwide Discord. So I shared that with Keith, but Keith, I think, probably quite rightly said, but that's not a direct apology to me, to him. It was kind of dealing with my comments. So I got back privately to Yamat saying that Keith was still incredibly upset about this whole thing. And your map then sent me a private message just before I came on here, basically saying, oh, he doesn't want to talk about it anymore. He doesn't want to talk with Keith. He doesn't, I think basically he doesn't want any interactions whatsoever, which ultimately does mean that Keith hasn't had a kind of a direct apology, or there hasn't been any acknowledgement within Worldwide Discord that actually that shouldn't have happened yesterday.
And just to show you the bad mouthing aspect, this is a post that Yamat put on Worldwide Tokens website. Okay, and it says, you read that.
Hold on.
It's to Taz, who posted my video.
So this is to Taz. Okay, so last kind warning gentleman had 3 strikes. He better go to programming school and learn about programming before doing any more projects.
Talking about me.
Yeah. Many people lost thousands of dollars for him being neglectful or other. He shouldn't be, instead be paying close attention to execution of Worldwide Token. Thank you for your understanding. So that is your map speaking directly to, because I think he thinks that is you, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But basically he's saying that thousands of people have lost money because of Keith,
which they haven't.
Which I said in Worldwide Discord yesterday was actually absolutely incorrect and incredibly
so he's going around bad mouthing me and my project on Discords, right? So you got to understand this is that I'm supportive of them, and even on my live streams, I'm not saying I'm a fanboy, you know, because I'm not here to judge their protocol, but as a person, they're allowed to do their thing. And so, in other words, I'm being supportive. I'm not being against them. I'm not fudding on them or anything, but they certainly love to fud on me, right? And so, of course, I'm going to push back. And so that's why I went on to Odie's live stream and I said, so what's going on, Yamat? And he came out with these things. Oh, Keith, you know, you can watch Odie's live stream, but it was
right.
He came into this thing. Oh, you've got all these alt accounts, and you're going into Esco and shilling all this stuff and that. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm banned from Esco, and then he's talking about alt accounts, and I don't have any alt accounts. So I've like Chalk's admitted she's got an alt account. Well, I'm admitting I don't have an alt account. So I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. And because I just couldn't care less. I have had an alt account before, but it's one that doesn't talk. It just stays quiet because, but I don't have that alt account anymore. It just doesn't exist. I couldn't care less what they do. I'm sick of the shenanigans. It just drags you into a quagmire of just shit. So I've just, because it's got the calf token 10-second ad on the end of the farm video. That's why. That's the only thing that's on the video. Yes, it's a video of me on the farm doing the farm stuff, but it's got a 10-second little clip on the end of the video that says about calf token. And so that's where they talk about shilling. But it's not me who posted it. I can't help it if someone posts something on some other Discord that's got nothing to, well, it's obviously got something to do with me, but it's not me doing it. Like, and so I presented that to them. Anyway, so I'm going to go back to, do you mind showing that message that you showed me that your map sent me?
I'd rather not, to be honest, only because I haven't said to you want to say
some words that were in it then?
I mean, basically, I'll get it up. I mean,
well, fair enough not to show it, but like, do you mind like alluding to what it's saying? The context of it?
Yeah, basically saying your map needs to focus his energies on, you know, he's busy. He's got a lot to focus on in terms of projects and commitments. I mean, he does talk about, you know, about you and your family, and you know, he's cautious of you and your family.
About me being arrogant and disrespectful and all this sort of stuff?
Yes, I think there was, but I can't. Oh yeah. So your mapper said he's tried to connect with you or communicate with you, but you are in fact disrespectful, arrogant, and more. But he's shown, generosity towards your family.
Yes, that's right. Amazing.
But he's basically said, he wants me to acknowledge and respect that he doesn't want any further commentary or involvement in any of this, which
Yep, that's fair enough. But it's okay for him to wash his hands once he's already dropping bombs. It's amazing how they want to drop bombs on you and say, "Oh, talk about it now." I'm sorry, you are the one who dropped bombs on me. Of course, I'm going to push back, and so I'm not sorry for that fact. All right, so this here, I'm going to go to some other stuff now. Now, to go back into history, talking about your map, it says about how arrogant and disrespectful I am, right? Well, let's go back in time to, that's back in October. All right. Just bear with me a moment.
Sorry, while you're doing that, and I know this is completely off.
Yeah, go for
the agenda. I am, because I do still hold a bit of ESCO, so I'm watching what's going on, and the chart has absolutely dived. It went down to $11 at one point, but it's climbing back up, and I thought, what's gone on now? I've gone back into Discord, and Brian has said something like, always remember, I have tricks up my sleeve to reward those with faith and belief. So, of course, everybody's now buying back in because they think Brian's going to come out any second and say, it was all a joke. Esco's a lot. I said, of course, I'm going to give you exchange. So
all these games are unreal.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Right. Now,
anyway, sorry, go on.
I can't show it, but what this statement here is, here we go again. That's because I got banned, right? And the reason why was that I've actually had permission to show my links on LSC chat when I was in the LSC, because this is back in October, and now November, no one will talk to me, no one in going to ignore me, and that's where this is November. Of course, I was shilling the LSC, like I was on live chat with Brian and that, talking about LSC. I was doing all this stuff for the LSC, and I had permission from Rayola to post on LSC, but the message, the way their team structure was, that it all got screwed up, and I ended up, finding that I was in the wrong place doing it, but I was told that I was allowed to do it, and I have direct messages to prove all of that. And that's why you see 21st of November, you guys going to talk to me, like the 28th of November, being deleted. But I have permission from Rayola because he was the CEO at the time, and then all the way to April, right? April 3rd, I'll get this message. Hello, Keith. Hope you and your family are well, and blah, 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 right? And said, well as we can be, and looks like you've had a few changes. I'm still banned in the LSC, and he says he'll sort that out. And something about not to spam, but I'm never have been. I was only doing what I was instructed to do from Rayola, but that's beside the point. Okay, whatever. And that's why I say everything was in direct consent of Rayola and Kiwi, and Kiwi was the one who was against. That's right, correct, because I have direct messages that prove that. And then that's when he was talking about 2 will make the unban and all that sort of stuff. And then he sent me a link to the LSC, and then he sends me these things about, like talking himself up and that. And he says, you haven't briefed me, because he wants to know, like, I haven't, because you won't even communicate in a reasonable way. You are simply demanding a descriptive project plans, from me to what I've been doing, and you are better than this. Because at least talk to people. Like, he's been asking me for information about, projects and, inside information on, brief me kindly on what have you been doing, what have you done, and what have you been doing? Because and of course, when you look at the next messages, which is that you haven't briefed him yet, because he's asking for information about what I'm doing in my projects. And no, I'm not going to just tell him what I'm doing in my projects. No, I don't care who you are. I'm not going to just tell you what's going on. And so, of course, I'm going to give a response like that. Simply demanding information is not a way to get information. And he goes, brief me, dear Keith. Like bullet points, nothing more. Seriously, is this guy for real that he's wanting me to give him information? Like, bring him up to speed. Like, for what? What has he got to do with me? Like, why do I need to tell him anything that I'm doing? Like, what does he think he is? Like, seriously, come on. And you seriously think I should tell you my own developments? Really? And that's where, just watch out. I'm here making huge waves. Of course I'm going to talk some shit. Like, of course. And, and of course he doesn't know half of it yet. Of course, because as if. And he goes completely misunderstood. Okay, how did I misunderstand him again and again, asking for information that's to do with my developments, to what I'm doing? And it's like, how can I misunderstand? You want business dealing information. Like, I have 3 projects going now, about to be 4 and more, all different, not messing about. And that's why I say, you choose the wrong teammates. I can't help that. And then that was the message that I sent to him, and he deleted me, right? And so that is my message history with YMAP. So you tell me how rude and arrogant and offensive I am in those messages to YMAP. Like, seriously, do you guys take offense to the way I talk to him? Do you take offense that, do you think that I'm being rude and arrogant in my communication with him? And, like, seriously, come on. Do you think that? And, like, if you do, well, then I apologize. Obviously I'll try and be a better person, but I really don't think that you're going to say that I was being arrogant and rude. Thank you, Captain America.
I don't have time to explain what I mean right. Oh.
I don't know what the message says yet.
Oh, he sees opportunity. I don't know if he's talking about Carf or he's talking about Esco or Yonk or General Crypto.
Let us know what the opportunity is, Captain.
Yeah, let us know, because we all need some flipping opportunity that, positive ones.
But that's why
I'm doing the emoji. I can't turn blue, unfortunately.
But that's why there's some stuff going on in the background. It never ends, of course. But that's why I'm just sick of this space, because people make stupid shit up, and it just drives me insane. Where, of course, I'm going to push back a little bit now, but like, seriously, like,
it's do you know what it is? It's exhausting.
I know he hates me so much because I didn't give him what he wanted. I know that. but then he tries to turn it around and play the victim. And it's like, you serious? You're playing the victim on me when, like, and that's why I fully disclosed my private messages with him to show you how arrogant and rude I am. So then it puts it all in perspective that you have a complete understanding of the way I behave to people, because I just don't do that to people. That is not me. Let's talk about something else. Yes.
Well, Minor, let's talk about something else. This BL Esco yacht.
Right.
What?
Well,
is that?
What
Is it
happens?
in your mouth?
I'll give you a tip.
There's nothing for
When-
people. Oh, yeah, yum. Sorry, yum.
No, what you guys have got to, like, I'm not going to sell you guys a dream, okay? Like, but of course, every project owner is allowed to say what's going on, okay? Now, what I have been promised in Grove is that obviously Grove is a blockchain that suits refi projects way better than Binance, or especially part of the BL community, right? We get away from this toxic nature that is surrounding us with all of these artificial pump and dumps and shit going on and whatever, okay?
Yeah.
Now, the offer from Grove is that we get marketing, we get live streams with the CEO to promote CARF, we get marketing in the way that they help us with marketing people that do up like promotions on the internet and various things that to coincide with Grove to promote CARF. Being a ethical type token, it refi token, it comes with the cause, and so then it's in a higher regard than just pump and dump stupid bloody degen play stuff. So they're talking about their 100,000 odd holders will all be exposed to CARF. And when you think about, we've got 150 odd holders at the moment, and I would imagine that the price will certainly be more positive than where we are now. There's seers. Why? I'm talking about CARF. I'm so hard, bro. Come on, don't be bloody, jeez. He sees a few comments about bloody whatever, and he's bloody spinning on me. Come on, why are you? I'm gonna message him and say, what are you doing? Why leave? I'm gonna get I'm so hard, bro, back. Or at least try. Who doesn't need an entire live? I'm talking about Grove. Like, haven't I not moved on?
Yeah. Who's talking about that? I presume she's not talking about.
I'm trying to talk positive stuff about our project.
Yeah, we're talking about growth now. So go on, carry on.
Like, I'm just letting people know that I'll go into the messages that I have with Grove, okay? And they have an offer on the table, okay?
Ooh,
and
yeah.
I will, obviously there's a little bit that I've got to do to still get there, because of course we got to migrate.
Yeah.
I was going to set up a different LP, but there is a way that we can do it with the 2 tokens, but I need to get a 5K LP at least. But of course, like that, costs money. Now, what does it say? I was asking a lot of questions about the moving stuff because I've never done that before. So, I'm learning how to tech. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it, Leon. I'm working on it. I'm just trying to find where the I got it, because if you look at me messages. It's still like reams and reams of messages because I tend to keep talking. Geez, I wouldn't have guessed that. Oh yeah, here we go. Must be getting close now. Must be getting really close. This looks like it. That was him talking about that. Yeah, they say their graphic team will help provide some graphics and official announcements and stuff like that. List like obviously on Twitter and all the rest of it, live streams and you know, all that sort of marketing stuff that they do within their own environment anyway, to get eyes on our project. That's obviously people within the Grove space, and they're talking 100,000 odd people to see what we're doing and to get focus on, you know, refi projects, because of course every blockchain is going to get its meme stuff and whatever, but you know, we actually have something here. Like we actually have something, guys. Like I know that other projects come up with their, you know, we're doing this or we're doing that, but Calf is obviously I've always said that I'm not out there trying to do little Chalk, read the last comment.
Hello. Chalk, smile. Hello, where is it?
Oh, you hit it.
Oh, sorry. Chalk.
You were really focused.
No, do you know, I was listening to you speak, but I'm trying to keep up with what's going on in Esco because I do need to sell at some point.
Was it a soothing sound that you're listening?
So I was watching the chart of Esco. That's why I was.
But there has to be a lot of opportunity in Grove for Calf than where we are now. Surely, like there just has to be.
Yes.
If we were to go somewhere and have any sort of community which is different minded than where we are now, because as you know now, unfortunately, I'm sorry guys, you've all been beaten up. Like, you know, like you're, you know, like whether you admit it or not, you're all getting.
Listen,
you're being knocked around.
We're getting nowhere in
no
Vulcan.
And we keep talking these same buddy.
Vulcan. It's poison. We've got our passengers, we've got our people that are on our bus because they want to be there. And we need to take that bus and we need to go elsewhere with it. A new destination, new pastures, whatever it is. And Grove and other blockchains are the future for us. I fully believe that. Safely Dad. So, oh my God, sorry, Taz3. So is Safely Dad saying he's Taz? No, yes,
I don't know.
No. Safely Dad, are you saying you're Taz? Thought the community would like to see it supported. YouTubers respect Chalk, Daniel's Discord voice chat. Sun mental health better gets 24/7 care. Keith, sorry.
I'm not sure what you mean there, Safely Dad.
No, I don't quite understand that. Tell us what you mean, Safely Dad.
But even if you are Taz or anyone is Taz, I don't hold grudges. I have nothing against you. What you did was wonderful. Like that doesn't mean anything to me. It was the response that it's not even the deleting of the post. They could delete the post. They didn't need to go into saying all of their comments negatively against me and my project. That is the bit that's uncalled for, because I wouldn't do that to them ever. But they come and do that to me. It's like, why? Like, why do you guys need to hear that sort of stuff, you know, or be to even, you know, like, what gives them the right to fud on my community's project? You know, like, I'm sure you guys aren't here for just shits and giggles. Like it's great to have a laugh and talk and whatever, yes, but at the end of the day, there's dollars involved. And why do they feel that they have the authority to throw around a bit of muscle on it? Of course, I'm going to push back a little bit. I'm sorry, this one time I'm pushing back a little bit. And so that's what I've just done.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to bring it to the attention of everyone in full disclosure, transparency, because people want transparency of exactly what's gone on. So then you understand, that I'm just not that sort of person. I don't do that arrogant bloody stuff, like I know that I made mistakes. Yeah, well, we all do that. But I'm not sure.
Joking.
What was that?
Oh, I said some of us make mistakes.
Oh no, you're perfect. I know.
No, I am joking. I'm joking. Hey, listen, I am going to have to go because literally, I know we're right in the middle of something really good here, but I've got to go. We've been on an hour and 14 minutes, and I'm supposed to be going after half an hour.
Not good.
It's been emotional.
It's been a different sort of day, hasn't it?
It has. We've got all the drama that carries on for anybody who's in ESCO, that bloody ridiculousness going on. And
aren't you guys sick of it by now?
Yeah, but if you've got ESCO, you've got to make a decision what you're doing. When are you going to sell? Because I am selling. I mean, I've only got a little bit, but I'd rather get $50 for my ESCO than $11 for my ESCO.
Well,
so
unfortunately, it is your choice to do whatever you do when you do it.
I know. But then obviously we've got our own little drama, haven't we? That kind of cracked off yesterday. I am going to go and watch that live last night. Funny enough, I was going to go on Odie's live because I like to go on Odie's live, and I was just so busy last night with domestic stuff as usual that I didn't get a chance. It sounds like I missed a humdinger by the sounds of it.
Well, I just had to do something to help defend myself because you've seen it time and time again where on the background you've seen me getting hammered and not speak up for myself.
Absolutely.
And for once I'm speaking up for myself. And then in the comments I get these disgraceful sort of comments saying about the way I talk and that. And it's like, like, get over it, people. Like, you're being told that it's gone up 15% in the last 5 minutes. Like, you got 15% more than what you would have had if you sold 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yes, Miss Love. I am waiting. Well, I might do a bit of trading because the chart is currently very volatile, and I want to get as much as I possibly can for what ESCO I have. But I won't be going into Yomp. That's clear, because and anyway, it's now easy. If ESCO is dead, then okay, let's kill off ESCO and everybody can get out and make a decision.
Technically, ESCO can't die until the September it was, because
he said he'll be liquidity is locked till September, and then he'll.
But it's funny the terminology on liquidity lock, because it doesn't mean X amount of dollars are locked. Because if you sell your tokens, the liquidity is essentially unlocked. And so whoever owns the tokens can unlock the liquidity by selling those tokens. You can still go to zero or close to it if someone has enough tokens to sell, even if the liquidity is locked.
And the other thing
that's why people get confused. People seriously think that when you lock liquidity, it's like a bank account where you put in $100 and that $100 will still be there. No, if they sell off tokens, then that $100 will go down to $90, $80, $70, $5, whatever. It will go down to very small amounts if there's enough tokens that are able to sell against that so-called locked liquidity. So
I don't know what's going on. But also
I know what to say to Whale Miner, because you're so generous, could you just throw $50 across on the car for us, please?
Hey, Whale Miner, as you're fertiling in ESCO at the minute, and I presume you're still trading and earning your bucks. Has the tax gone up already to 3%? Because looking at Brian's announcement this morning, he said rebasing is stopping tomorrow and the tax is going up to 3%, just like that. But I don't know if he means tomorrow or it's already done. So from the trades you've done, has the tax already gone up? There's a little question. Another quick profit. Bought Esco at 15, just sold for 26. Yeah, I mean, these are good times for trading, that's for sure.
Yeah, the DGM plays, but I just can't do it because I haven't got any money to do it with. So
no, well, I've only got what's tied up in Esco, but you know, I could make what I've got in Esco stretch a little bit further by doing a bit of day trading on it. So I might do that. But because the problem is. Sorry, I was just saying the problem is, God, it's just gone up to 35. The problem is you never know when BL's going to come into Discord and make another announcement.
If you didn't sell at 26, you could have got another 30%.
Yeah, I know.
What's wrong with you, Whale Miner?
Yeah. I'm trying to see if that'll go through. Oh, come on. No, the trouble is it's so volatile at the moment.
This community is so addicted to the volatility stuff. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
For the people that are prepared or not over investing or putting hard into it, then absolutely go for it. Do it. Do whatever you want. Yes. Of course, you know, you don't need my permission to do it.
Yeah, it's just depressing.
Keefe has spoken. You are free.
Right, I need to go. I really, really, really need to go. Like, really need to go. So I'm going to go. Because I've just sold my Esco, but I need to get back in more. And I can't focus.
Oh, so you just sold?
I just sold, but I want to get back in and do a bit of trading if I can. So I'm going to
go. So you just sold and you're just telling everyone you want to get back in?
Yeah, but only to get more profit, not to flipping. Oh. No more trading. No more trading for me. That was a sure win. I only trade safe. Well, yeah.
And Chalk wants to really go the DGen and have another
go. But what I want to do is just focus on the chart and see what I'm going to do and make some decisions. So I just need to go and focus on that, and I need to sort out my flipping house. That's what I need to do. So
in other words, Miss Love, I mean, yeah, I saw Miss Love's comment come up laughing, and it was made me talk Miss Love. So Chalk, you're gonna watch the chart and you're gonna try and anticipate what it's gonna do. Like, do you listen to yourself?
I might just quit while I'm ahead and not do any more trading. I don't know. It's just crap, isn't it?
I reckon you should buy a calf under.
Well,
I'm
going to go. Anyway, I'm going to go.
Yeah, take care.
I'm going to go. All right, everybody. Bye. See you tomorrow. Oh, no, I can't do tomorrow. You'll be on your own tomorrow, Keith. I'm sorry.
Why?
Because I've got these people coming tomorrow.
Well, I know what's more stable and safer, and that's calf.
I know. I'm going. Bye, everybody. Love to you all. Bye, bye.
Cheers. Bye. Right, now change your pace, everyone. I'm going to hang around for a little bit. Please change the tone. What can we talk about, or is everyone just had enough? I'd rather people not say you've had enough, because like I'm sorry for the context of the conversation tonight, but given what's happened, I've just felt like I really wanted to make it clear with you guys that that it's not all just one way is being the happy way, you know, like it's just amazing how you get people play the victim on you and just swing it around on you, because, you know, like I know what sort of person I am and what I do and how I treat people. And when you get like character type assessments brought into question, it also makes you want to push back a little bit, because it's like, Okay, you've gone a little bit too far here. So that's why I wanted to show those messages to you guys. So you have a better understanding of the sort of person I am. And so you can see, like where my thoughts and beliefs are at and the way I respect and treat people. Like, sure, I might get annoyed at times or something, but usually you don't have to really say anything. People will just do it themselves and blow up. But that's the end of that. So there's some exciting stuff coming with Grove. I've asked them about migrating calf across now rather than running 2 tokens. I would like to have it on the 2 blockchains, but the big issue is I've got to raise the LP. Now, I could do it with a staking NFT type thing, and I was sort of thinking, yes, I could do that, but it obviously, number one, it adds complications. Number two is that it adds complications, and number three is that it adds complications. And really, at the end of the day, what's Binance doing for us that Grove won't do? And that is that Binance does nothing, Grove will do lots. It's already in a commitment where we will get so many more opportunities to take our token and the cause for the calves to the people with more positive publicity. Because, of course, there is nothing but positive about what we're doing because it's a real project that does real stuff. And, of course, you can really trade it, but it's real. So, like you guys are only here because in some way you guys like real. Like, otherwise you would be on someone else's channel. And, so obviously that that is the play that I'm doing is that I want it to be on a blockchain which respects a refi project for what it is, which is it's a real project. And that's why, like in crypto space, they say that crypto is just like monopoly money or fake or whatever, but the project is real, like it actually does something. And so yeah, I didn't see that. I'm sorry, I was just talking about all my stuff. If you're still around, Ali, awesome boy. By the way, so a boy or a girl? Ali, are you still around by any chance? Wow, yeah, that's unreal. Well done, congratulations. That's wicked stuff. I got 4 kids, so it's cool. Yeah, no, that's awesome, isn't it? Like, obviously, hopefully everything went all right, and it's all good. If anyone has a conversational topic, please say so. Some feedback, some talkies, something, please. And then we'll continue. And depending on whether you like my opinions or not, don't know. Can only try. So there's been a bit of stuff going on, hasn't there? Well, on my side anyway. I'm sure everyone else has got things going on in their lives too. Please feel free to elaborate, to say whatever. It's all good. Excellent stuff. She's been waiting for a little baby to come along. It's only a matter of time. Might be a big baby, I don't know. Oh, really? It's just a joke, isn't it? Like, seriously. What the hell do you do with that thing? I don't know. It's just, I don't understand it. Yeah. Well, you obviously missed out, Whale Miner. You could have doubled your money again. I'm doing it as fast as I can. I was doing an LP pool, but I've got to raise $5,000 for it, which is the challenge. That's US, of course, so about 7.5 odd Australian. That's the challenge, and that's why I thought, well, if I migrate the BSC LP across, then I might need to add a little bit to it. I'm not sure, but it'll go close. But I'll be able to make the pairing straight away, and then we can be on there, as soon as they make a contract, because they'll make the smart contract. They've got a development team. Of course, there'll be a new contract, and everyone will be airdropped. Yay, that again. Moving across to the Grove blockchain. But I'm waiting for a reply, because I only just sent that message. Yeah. It's just crazy stuff. I don't get it. Like, seriously, who likes all this degen shit? Like, it just drives. It's just crazy stuff. It just, I don't know. It must be just power tripping ego sort of stuff, because I just don't get it. At the end of the day, no matter what, well, I don't know. How do you, sure, you can buy in as a degen player or something, but don't know. Yeah, that's it. Like, it just did a big dump, and now it just done a big pump, and because I'm just watching the chart, and it's just now a big dump again. Like, it's just stupid. Like, bouncing around like a yo-yo, isn't it? Like, went up to like 58 or something, now down to 48, and it's just, yeah. Countless times shared comments help people to subscribe up their view account. I was Geez, I wish Chalk was here to decipher some things for me sometimes. I was some people that I knew. Some people that I knew, I posted. Yeah, I have difficulty reading some sentences and trying to figure it out. Some people are obviously a lot better than that than what I am. That's why I asked Chalk to do it. We all know that. Yeah, the online gambling is just it's like that's why when you've got someone in a role of controlling wallets for like treasuries and stuff, who in their right mind would allow a addict control of their money? And that's the problem that we have in this current space. Love me or hate me for saying it, but that's just the way it is. It's a challenge. But I just can't wait to be across somewhere else and be in a new community. And I'm sure it's not all roses and fairy tales, but obviously it's still hard work, and you got to have your cause and present your case, and hopefully you can get some interest around what you're doing and move forwards. But anyone that's stuck around in Calf from the beginning now would know that it's not like I just walk away. It would have been way easier at times just to throw in a towel and give up, because like my financial reward from Calf just is non-existent at the moment. And that's why I find it quite humorous when you get, and this is one that has a cause, that's why I find it quite humorous when you get other tokens that the CEOs are saying that they deserve to get paid. And it's like, yeah, but you got to wait your time, like you've got to provide a protocol which is right before you can just expect to get your money out of it. And so that's my thing, is that you're paid on results. Like you've got to prove that you can, number one, be a CEO and stimulate a community to decide to hang around and invest, to prove it worthy enough for you to get something out of it. But of course, obviously it's different for us in the way that we are the cause. Like the cause for the calves is what we do. So of course, like I'm the project owner, but also the recipient of the cause. So, like it's just to the one destination. Like it doesn't have anything else to it than that. But the only way that we get anything out of Calf token is through the NFT sales. But the farm treasury has never been sold down, and there's no intent on doing that until Calf token is in a place where it's reasonable to at least handle something being sold. Because the last thing I'd ever do is things that are detrimental to the project. I'm just not interested in that. Other people don't seem to care about that, but I do. And it's just, I'd rather be the last one fed, and that makes me happy, rather than be the first one fed. Like, even though we have the cause, like there's a greater need, hence why I did the project in the first place. It's not just that I'm a CEO trying to get trying to get profits. I seen one of BL's wallets depositing on a Tumblr about 10 months ago. It was then when I knew not. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, really. So that's through the online gaming stuff. Yeah, right. And that was made with like public information as such. Like you were able to know that he was owner of that wallet. Seriously, is that what you're saying? That because obviously you're saying that you say it very clear that you've seen one of BL's wallets. Like, I don't know. That's just like far out. Seriously. I know that he has a gambling problem. I get all that. Like, and that's why, like, I just, for that reason alone, I find it very difficult that people, like, ordinarily gambling addicts, people wouldn't put their personal money into a gambling addict's hands to for washing BTC. Wow, you're talking language I'm just not quite getting it. I'm a farmer's language with some obviously I'm not into dubious things because otherwise I would understand more about what it is that you're saying. I should say, teach me. Got to have some BTC first. That might be a bit of a challenge, unless, of course, it's it says for washing BTC. So, is that what the cartels do? Oh, yeah, right. So you can actually hide stuff on the blockchain. You're teaching me something new here. Is that like seriously? You can do shit like that? Because I thought what you had to do is to send it to a sex, and then they can't see it on the sex, and then basically you just send it into a new wallet. But like obviously my knowledge base is not that thorough. Oh man, don't tell me I get to. Yeah, well, Miney, you're teaching us naughty things. Yeah, well, you we're getting to that, yeah. So is that a different way than using a central exchange? Because or does a centralized exchange still expose you to the doxing sort of stuff? Is that what you sort of mean by that? Oh, who sold calf? Oh man, I was looking at my chart thinking, oh yeah, I'll be all right. But then something sold like some calf, and it's like, yeah, great, good on you. Why do you have to wreck that on me? Oh, don't tell me it was a bloody bot. Oh no, it wasn't a bot. Oh, good. Oh, I'll know who that is. Why sell $28 worth? No, seriously. Did you need food? It just made my price like not so good. I get all sad and shit now. 84.63. Oh man. Might have to find $1. That's mean. Why do you have to be so mean? And sell some of me calf token. Don't feel good now. Get all upset now. Maybe I should make up some sort of acronym and get you guys to hype calf and go. Maybe calf is an acronym. What does calf stand for? Cash and lots of fun. Okay, that was just in not 5 seconds of thought. Many people use tumblers, mostly dishonest people hiding where crypto is going. So that's probably so you can send crypto to a different place while you're leaving it on the blockchain, so it disguises it. And so you can move it without sending it. Like central exchanges have their problems too. Yeah, especially mainly with tax auditing and stuff like that. There's problems with centralized exchanges. For some reason, a lot of people don't like tax. Oh, why? See how many followers I'm up to now on TikTok. 178 on YouTube now. And oh, come on. There we go. 163 still. Oh, I've got to do better than that. One day, guys, I'm going to have like 1,000 people on here. Surely. It's got to happen. Surely I'm producing some pretty good content. The biggest thing is now that to get variety of content, because the thing is we've only got like one lane, a few paddocks, and you start to go the same stuff all the time, and it becomes challenging to get that variety. And so that's where you got to try different angles and stuff like that to try and provide a different view that is hopefully engaging with people. You can only try. I can only try. But a lot of me TikTok views now are getting like 2,000, 3,000 views within a day or two. So it's nice to see. But we just got to keep turning that into numbers, I suppose. Following numbers, that is. Anyway, it looks like we've been talking about yeah, I know. That's just don't know. I give up working that out. Whale Miner, you sold out at 26. What's wrong with you? Don't go kicking yourself now. 74 now. Oh, it's just, yeah, whatever. It's just funny how it's like artificial manipulation. Like FOMO in, quick, FOMO. You know, buy $1,000 worth, quick. Who wants to FOMO? Put your hand up. Me. I want to FOMO. 82. There you go. See? It's just, yeah. You work that out. I don't know how you, yeah. The liquidity is so small, like it doesn't take much money to swing it with 20 odd K BNB. You know, so every time there's 1,000 odd bucks put in there, it just changes the price heaps. And that's why you're seeing it swing, you know, like $10 swings. But I guarantee I put $1 on it and I'm going to be going backwards. That's just my luck. Yes, it does. It absolutely does. And I don't like... I'm really hoping that you guys will keep following the journey of what we're doing with Calf. I'm not sure whether you guys are invested in Calf or not, because everyone's free. You make your choice. You do whatever you want. But I really do hope that you guys stick with us, at least, you know, like, because we're still going to be doing this stuff. Nothing's going to change, obviously, on that. But just to watch the journey, that's all, to see how things turn out. And, you know, as time progresses, what sort of marketing do we get? What sort of, you know, promotional stuff do we get? Like, how does the blockchain compare? Like, the community, you know, all of these types of things. Like, hopefully when we're able to be over there, we can get more people on our live streams, you know, like, because we'll be exposed to a bigger community and a more refi type community that, you know, hopefully we get. I'm no doubt there's plenty of DGen plays over there as well, but hopefully we can get, you know, like, reach a bigger, different sort of audience. And, you know, like, I'm hoping all you guys come along for the ride and just stick with us and, you know, just see what we do. And hopefully, you know, I'm sure you're going to be liking it if we actually find some sort of success for our little project. You know, I would imagine that's pretty much a no-brainer to say that sort of stuff. Is anyone watching the live stream, I'm sure, is... Geez, it just goes from like $70 down to $60. It's just what you get when you're talking about low liquidity pools and just large amounts of money getting thrown on. But there's so much FOMO stuff going on. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's not a play for me. I'm just tired of this sort of stuff. Because whatever happens, Calf is invested a lot in a Vulcan anyway. And so it doesn't matter what blockchain we're on. If Vulcan does its thing, then we're going to get the reflections or the rebasing anyway, from that. I know you are, Gino. Thank you so much. I know, I get it. You've been around for way earlier, before this year. Like, we were talking way in the early days of LSC. Back up to $80, just and then straight back down to 53. Yeah, no thanks. I guarantee I would have put money on at 80 and then it drops down and then it's back up again. It's just, but it's certainly going to be interesting though to watching this next chapter unfold. But this is what's happening in the current. So yeah, but of course with calf it's all organic. There's no manipulation by myself to do what you see is happening on Esco. I just don't, whichever way you look at it, I just don't and can't do that sort of stuff. Obviously I don't have the money to throw at it, and I'm not going to say stupid things to get outcomes that I want. Yes, don't know. Anyway, I think I might call it quits. Well, I mean for this live stream, not absolutely. It gets like that. Thank you so much, guys. Well, it's been 2 hours now. Thank you so much for all you joining in. Thank you to Chalk for helping host. Thank you, Safe Food Dad, Gino, Whale Miner, Miss Love for calling in. Thank you very much. Leon, greatly appreciated. Thank you. I'm So Hard, Bro. Thank you. Captain America, thank you very much. For it's a shame you got family drama, but thank you very much for calling in, and absolutely catch up with us on the next live. Thank you. Ellie, thank you very much for calling in. It's awesome about the baby. I'm going to direct message you and find out more information because and Vulcan Maniac, thank you very much, Tone, for calling in. And there we go. Thank you, guys. We're absolutely blessed to have you guys joining us, supporting us, and just, obviously I can't give you all the hypey stuff, the pumpy stuff, but, we're a real project doing real stuff, and we're just talking about the issues. Obviously today was a bit of a downer day, but obviously I wanted to put it out there so you guys understand the sort of position where I'm in. And that's done now, so that's good, finished. But thank you very much for your support, and we'll see you on the next time round. All right, take care. Thank you. Love yous all. See you later.